Hello guys and welcome back to another torn tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to get the Notorious Merit, well I guess honor bar. It looks like this. It looks pretty rad. I currently have it as my banner and I'm gonna explain how we are supposed to get it and how to prepare for it, as well as show when I got it myself. So first of all, the Notorious Merit is when you simply do the shoplifting crime and you get every single store to be at a notoriety level of 100%. Specifically, this crime right here. So the most important thing to think about when you're about to get this merit is specifically your crime level. The crime level, you want to have it as low as you possibly can, because in order to grow the notoriety free store, you want to fail as much as possible. For example, a crit fail would bring it all the way to 100%. Meanwhile, some fails will bring it higher, faster than successes. And the lower your level is, the easier it will be to fail. And also, the higher level is, the slower the bars go up, which you don't want. You want it to go up as fast as possible. Some things you gotta think about before you attempt doing this merit is the cameras. Well, basically the security. You want all the cameras to be on, all the checkpoints to be enabled, and all the security to be active. Because if any of these are off, the crime is easier. It's gonna be harder to get the notoriety bar higher. Another thing you want to think about is your enhancers. So for this crime, what you would have is the mountain bike and the torn city times. And you want to throw them away because those help you out with the crime. You can either put them in your display case. It basically kind of looks like this. It's this thing over here. You can put it in your display case, both of them, as well as go straight someone, or even put it in your bazaar for a really high price. Another thing to think about is that before you attempt the crimes and you use your nerve to do all of them, is that you have a friend nearby, because the moment you do a crit fail, you can be sent to jail. From my experience, someone paid to get me out quite fast, but it's possible the bail will be too high for someone to do it for free, and you need a friend to be on the lookout, because imagine just going through half of it using half your nerve, and then suddenly you're in prison for more than an hour or something. It's just in case that happens. Like, you notify your friends, get me out, maybe pay him a couple of million. It's unfortunate, but it can happen. Another thing to think about is that when you start doing the crimes, you should basically spam them as fast as you can, because the notoriety starts decaying over time. So when you get with the crime to 100%, you then end up doing the rest of them. And when you're done with those, a lot of them might grow back to 99%, which means you have to do the crimes a bit more once again. So the moment you start, try to go as fast as you can, so you use as little nerve as possible. How much nerve do you actually need for this? Well, I heard some people did it with less than 300 nerve. Although, from what I saw, some people needed up to 600 of it because the level was 100. I myself did not grind I didn't get to 400 because I wanted to play it safe. Because when I did it, I had a level of 10. So the way you do it is you simply stack your nerve by either using your booster cooldown and drinking a couple of beers, or basically just focus on, or you also want to keep smoking cannabis non-stop every 1 to 2 hours, however much your cooldown is. It might take a couple of days. And that's basically how you stack your nerve. Before the attempt, it's also important you buy some points, because you want to be able to get your daily refill for the nerve. Another strat I've seen people talk about was that they would attempt the crime when the Torn City time is at around 2350-ish, somewhere there. So that just in case they run out of nerve and they use a refill and still need more nerve, the new day will clock in and they can refill a second time. I did not do that since I made sure to stack up on nerve just in case, but it's definitely a strategy you can attempt as well. Now, once again, the main strategy to how you should go about it is say start at the bottom, because this one is the easiest to fail, and you have something called a crime combo, where every time you succeed in a crime, you're gonna get a combo, and it's gonna get easier to do those crimes, but every time you fail, that combo halves, and the moment you critically fail, that combo is basically back to zero. And it's a definition of character being a bit depressed and not being as good as crimes like they usually are. And basically, you make your way from the gun store. You just start from the gun store and you make your way up all the way to Sally's Sweet Shop. Now, you could just max them all out one at a time, but from other people I've seen, they'll try to get the same bar evenly everywhere, which also works. I'm not sure which method is better, but I basically did one star at a time and then came back to whichever one's worse to 99%, because I got them to 100%, but over time they decayed. From what I read, the decay happens every 5 minutes, but it could be faster than that, honestly. It didn't feel like 5 minutes to me when I went for it. Anyway, those are all the tips I have. Basically, go fast through all of them, make sure everything works in the store so they catch you easier. Have a friend on the lookout who busts you out in case you stay there longer than intended. Have 30 to 60 points, whichever you prefer, to refill your energy bar, well, nerf bar. Make sure you stack as much as you think, and make sure the items that enhance shoplifting are in your display case or they're ghost trading. Like, if you don't get the merit, make sure to check out every single store again to see if any of them are at 99%. I've seen people get most of them at 100, but I have one or two be at 99%. And they still had nerve and they just thought it was a glitch or something. So just make sure to spend your nerve until you get a notification, because it should pop up like immediately. Like, you give it a refresh or two, maybe click the awards here, and it should pop up. Anyway, if you haven't played the game before, make sure to use my referral. It's in the comment section as well as in the description. Helps me out. And enjoy the recording of me getting the merit. Take care and see you later. Good luck getting your Notorious merit.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are.